What if I told you that Dust Bandits' ramshackle encampments could one day sit cheek by jowl with dedicated wooden pagodas, paper lantern lit courtyards, and watchtowers that look like they belong on the shores of Lake Biwa? No, Kenshi hasn't secretly been transported to a parallel feudal Japan, though that would actually be kind of cool. It's the latest wonder from the workshop, traditional Japanese buildings by Ika. You know what? I'm not even going to try to say his name this time. It's by Ika. Hello, hello all. I'm Atlas, and welcome to ModWatch, the series where we shine a spotlight on some of the wildest, weirdest, and most wonderful mods out there in the gaming universe. Today we're diving into a fresh drop on the Steam Workshop, the traditional Japanese buildings mod for Kenshi. If you're already playing with this mod or are looking to try this mod, let me know down below in the comments. I actually think that it fits very well into Kenshi. If you have any suggestions for what we should take a look at next, you can also drop those down below in the comments. So what exactly are we getting with this mod? In its current state, you'll find a variety of Japanese-inspired architecture pieces that you can pepper across your towns, encampments, or, your bandit forts, basically just everywhere. Here's the rundown of the basic structures you can place right now. There are two types of houses in small and medium sizes, each featuring classic wooden beams, sliding shoji doors, and gently sweeping eaves. There are three styles of exterior lanterns, which are ideal for lighting up, your pathways and adding ambience to the village square. There are four small wall segments, both plain, quote-unquote, no link, and connected, quote-unquote, link. Basically, they snap together or they don't. There is also a gate available at level 1 and level 2. Oh, though, excuse me. Just as a heads up, the gate can behave strangely, like many of the gates, many of the smaller gates, that is, if you just slap it down. A quick save and reload usually sorts out any funking clipping or animation issues. Actually, you'll see me clip through it later in the video. There's one watchtower, which is perfect for a sentinel to keep up on your crops. There is one wall platform. I actually really like this, and I'm gonna see if Eco might make me some in the future, which is designed for installing turrets, archers, or even a monk with a bow, giving you an elevated vantage point. Basically, it's instead of you walking up on the wall, it's a platform that snaps to the wall that you walk up. I actually think it's pretty genius and simple. Kenshi's world has always been a melting pot of architectural influences, which very clearly you have desert blasted adobe, crude stone keeps, and the occasional bamboo-like scaffolding throughout a bunch of the buildings. But the Japanese archipelago, with its centuries-old wooden castles and temples, has a distinct aesthetic that's surprisingly harmonious with Kenshi's harsh landscapes. Think of the Himeji castles, bright white plaster contrasted with the dusty earth, or Kyoto's quiet temple gardens emerging amid windswept plains. The modular nature of this mod also mirrors real-life Japanese construction techniques, which is interlocking beams without nails, walls that can be slid open to let breeze and light flood in, and stone foundations that gently elevate the structure. It feels authentic to the world, and still flexible enough to mix and match with Kenshi's rugged aesthetic. Why drop a Japanese-style pagoda in an outpost with Czech warriors? Because simply put, Kenshi is all about the stories you create, which is why we have this series. If you can imagine a wandering samurai clan seeking refuge in the border zone, building their ancestral shrine amidst rocky spires, or a technologist from the Hounds using these modular parts to modernize a bandit lair complete with lantern-lit streets, this mod is for you. And because those assets are unaligned, you're not restricted to building quote-unquote Japanese villages. You can weave them into your own lore. A secluded ninja guild operating out of a cliffside fortress, or a trader's caravan turning to an abandoned watchtower into basically a peaceful meditation retreat. Let's take a closer look at a few key pieces of the mod. You have the small house versus the medium house. The small house is perfect for peasant homes or outpost quarters. It's very easy to build and very cheap to build. There's also a pretty neat sliding panel animation and the way the wooden textures catch the late afternoon sun, although that's actually a secondary mod, so you can ignore that. The medium house is ideal for village elders or a mid-sized guard post. Now bear in mind, these houses are not anything in particular all that complicated. They don't come with light posts, they don't come with places where you can hook up fancy, crossbows and etc, etc. They're kind of just houses for the sake of a house. Lanterns carry a paper and wood design that casts a soft light radius rather than basically some of the harsher light radiuses that you currently see in game. Means that it gives a good balance to the night. The watchtower, I would argue, is probably the most quote unquote unfinished here in this entire mod. While it is sturdier than it looks, enemy AI and you can climb it, though if you see some odd pathing, I would control shift F11. But it doesn't come with any snap points for lights and crossbows. So that, I would argue, is the only downside. Now, of course, if you're anything like me and you're a modder or you're a tinkerer, just, place a crossbow down on the platforms themselves and you'll be fine. Now, the wall platform also slots into I was talking about this a little bit earlier. The wall platform slots into the wall segments and lets you mount anything from crossbows to early game tech turrets, which is great. But I also think that it should have some of its own unique lighting. Now, every mod has its rough edges, which is, of course, what I was just talking about, and this one's no exception. The gate that I mentioned earlier, which is level 2 and the level 1, can sometimes glitch. Doors will clip through walls or stay ajar forever. Usually a quick save and reload fixes it. And I would also ask that you make sure that your clearance around your walls, so basically the AI path finding doesn't freak out. Because the walls are so thin, something that I noticed while I was working with Genesis, because the walls are so thin, there is a increase chance of NPCs pushing through the walls. Now, I did also want to point out that I completely missed the interior design mod that is supposed to come with this. So while poking around on the workshop for a couple of screenshots, I stumbled across the complimentary interior design mod by the same author. There's a bunch of basically mats and low table furniture and a couple interior stuff. I missed it this time around, but I'll be covering it in the future, and I'll be relying on this video footage as well, so don't worry about it. I'll cover it in the future. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss out on any more mod highlights, and as always, you can find the mod link in the description. If you want a place to come and hang out, talk about videos, games, or anything at all, feel free to stop by the Discord. If you guys want to go above and beyond and support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. This is ModWatch. I'm Atlas, and I'll see you guys real soon. Actually, I have a lot of videos to put out this week, like a lot. So I will see you guys real soon.